employing broker of Soul Realty, really want to try to help our people. And his motto is own what you walk on.
That's right. I love that. When he said that, I said, what a phenomenal way to say it.
Yes.
To own what you walk on.
Yes.
Not just walk in somebody else's world.
That's right.
And they stuff and be at their beck and call to answer when they say answer. Own what you walk on.
Own what you walk
And
on.
that is so phenomenal. You know, and as I go back and think of being a broker, going through this process of working with clients, I can appreciate what you're saying, that you're willing to work with individuals and go over and above, because there are so many. Now, like we were talking earlier about back in the years ago, it ain't been that far, but years ago, where people were just trying to make a dollar. And we made a remark about you could work at McDonald's and buy a $400 million house, and no, you can't pay that mortgage. Back in the day. But who wants to be set up like that? That's someone that don't have your best interest at heart. You know, so they don't have a lender they talking to and say, work with them and help them to get that first time home buyers down payment.
Right.
And
Well,
even the second, you mentioned before that it's a second time home buyers payment also that they can get.
That's correct. CHEFA has actually changed their guideline to allow people that owned homes before to actually be able to get the assistance. And that's something that's new, because you used to have not owned a home for at least 3 years before you could get the down payment assistance.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. I definitely wanted to go back in that and look at that.
You see why I teamed up with this?
Yes,
man?
I do. I do.
Yes.
A plethora, like I said, of
Yes,
information.
yes, absolutely.
Woo, yes. So when you are taking your clients out, okay, I'm one that I'm very visual. And I can look and say, I don't want to waste all your time. I don't have all the down payment. My credit I'm working on, because you mentioned that, about the FICO score, right?
Sure.
And we're talking about the credit now. And we also know that you all are working with other companies to help individuals to get their credit straight, right?
Correct.
So if you can't do the work yourself and make all the phone calls, you don't have the time to check with Equifax and TransUnion and all these other people to make sure that you're getting your credit straight for yourself, you all have information of the name of some company. All they have to do is come to you guys. I want them to have your information, and they know you got the credit ninja, and then you have Lexington Law, right?
Yes.
So these are the companies that you two are working with. So you have good people in your corner that you can send them to.
Yes.
To make sure that they're working on their credit. So while I'm working on my credit, I'm the type of person that don't want to lose my momentum. I still want to see some homes. What is my possibility according to my debt to income ratio? Now, I may not want to waste all your time in having you to take me, but is there listings or anything you would give me for me to go?
Well, actually, I've been taking out people, that are not yet approved, but I've looked at, Calvin has went in and done their bank accounts to make sure, that they're getting ready to buy. And I've actually been showing them houses already while they're in the process of getting stuff together. To give them an idea, because some people have never had an agent to take them to look for houses.
I love it. I love it.
So I don't mind that. But now, if you trying to look at $1 million house, and no, you'll qualify for that. Now, we won't do that.
No, that's unrealistic.
But if I see to where you're working, and in some cases like me, working with somebody, you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You making the money, you got the money, but you don't have the tax return, so to speak, to be able to show. Hey, I'll take you to a house until we can get your tax returns. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that, and that's a good thing. And a lot of agents won't do that. They like, oh, you don't have a letter? You're not even getting in my car.
I don't do that except for Annette.
Huh?
I don't have anyone that will do that except for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just because I think once people start getting, like you spoke about, momentum, start getting it in their spirit that yes, I can buy. They're like a dog on a bone. I'm going to do this. Miss Annette said I can do it. I can do this. So I think with that, it's a hard way to do it. It's a little difficult for the agent you know. But yes, let's get it done. Let's get it done.
I love it because I didn't want to just come out and ask you, what's your philosophy? Because that takes you to a whole different, I love what you said, Annette, because that is key. Do you have a heart for the people? And you do.
Yes.
For the people you're working for, in spite of it. Now, she's not saying everybody call in and just say, "Ooh, I just want you to take me somewhere." No, she's saying within reason, and you got to look at the three things that they talked about. Debt to income ratio. What is it that you would qualify for? That's what she's willing to take you to look at. And sometimes, if you got somebody else you're putting down there that's adding in, that's a different topic also.
Right.
But she's willing to work with you. She's not just dropping you and saying, "Come back to me when I get a minute." When you get $1.
Right. I've had agents to tell me, "Oh, I don't let them in my car unless they got a approval letter," and I'm like, "That's a little bit hard." I know it's it's a little difficult, and it's gonna take more time. But can you imagine the feeling when you do, like Calvin said, get to purchase that house, and that's just awesome. Somebody that didn't think they could ever buy.
Yeah.
To be able to, that would be
Or
good
they're
for
looking
me.
at all the obstacles that's standing before them, and that's what's keeping me from buying, because I know I'm going to buy one day.
Right,
but
right.
now I have the opportunity to even look, and now it's going to motivate me to do whatever's necessary for me to go buy.
Correct.
Because I'm telling you, I'm a visual individual. And if you talk to me about different things, I'm like, yeah. But if you say, "Sharon, in spite of you having everything you need right now, why don't we schedule a day?" It could be once a month. I don't care. Can we schedule a day for me to take you out?
Right.
And once I get in there, it's real now. It's
Right,
real.
right.
It can happen for me. So that's what I love, Annette. When I'm talking about being a broker associate, being in there, in the muck and in the mire with your clients, that makes a difference to me. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but it does. Calvin said he don't know nobody else doing it. But that, and I love that, because that's a heart for the people. That's a heart of Christ. To me, that's a part of agape.
Yes.
So it does feel good. It feels good that I still am valuable to you. You're just not saying to me, "I'm a piece of paper."
I've been there. I've been there. Didn't have a clue. Didn't know what to do. I've been there, and like I said, I've been owning real estate ever since I was 25, and I've bought and sold like 5 homes.
Yes.
So I'm kind of familiar with the process, and I don't mind saying yes, you can. And somebody had to work with me.
Yes.
Until I got
seasoned girl.
Seasoned.
Yes, I love it. Yes, so, you're listening to Dr. Sharon D on Coffee Talk. This is a special session that I'm having this Wednesday afternoon or evening. And I'm excited about it because I definitely wanted to put on air for PB Radio to make sure that our listeners and our listener community will hear about Sold Realty Company. And with Annette Maxwell, she is an associate broker with this company, and I want you guys to be able to reach her. So let me give you her number direct. First off, it's 303-393-1411, or go to her website. It's amax@realestate.com. I like that. Girl, they can't even say Remax. Amax. I like that.
Yes.
It rings, and it speaks volumes to me. Let me max out all that we have to get you to where you need to be. Amax@realestate.com. 393-1411. And then we have the lender that they're partnered together to work this situation out with you. Calvin Mallard. He is the lender, and it is Mr. Calvin. No. Hold on. I don't want y'all to put Mr. down for his website. Wait a minute. It's Calvin Mallard. That's his name. Let me give you his direct number first. It's 720-403-8832. His mobile. Now, Calvin got his mobile on his card, too. Wait a minute. 720-364-9726. His website is loans by CALVIN, Calvin.com. I don't want you to do the other Calvin. It is CALVIN.com, okay? I am so excited to have them here with us to give us the information that we need so you know you can buy. I'm telling you, rent in Colorado, I don't know nowhere else. Half the people from California coming up to Colorado, from New York coming down here, they like, woo, we want to live in Colorado because it's so cheap. But guess what? The natives of Colorado, people that have been here for 20 years or more, we're seeing the hurt that's happening in the communities. Because now the rent is spiraling up, it's shooting up. One bedroom, you're paying $800 to $1,000, if not more. 2 bedrooms, you're probably paying $1,500 or $1,600. You know, I may have maybe that was a studio rent, the $800 into $1,000. That might have been studios.
Yes, that's studio.
Mm-hmm. 1 bedroom, you may be paying more than that, $1,200 to $1,400. I have a good friend of mine, I love her to no end, and she's renting out one of her condos, and you know, she's at a point now when she started renting it out. She was renting it. It's a 2-bedroom, 2 master bedrooms. Her place is. It's really nice. And she started off years ago. It was at $1,400. Years ago. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, today, she could get anywhere for $2,100 for that same piece of property. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about 2-bedroom. It has a area where it's an office area set up. Nice kitchen, all the bells and whistles, you know. Huge master bathroom on the first floor. I'm like, girl, I would just go in that bathroom to sit. You can put a sofa in that bathroom, how long and big it is. You know, it's beautiful. But anywhere from $2,100 today up to $2,100.
And instead of going up,
instead
of going up, I'm seeing in the area in Aurora. You know,
that's where it's at in Aurora.
In Aurora, I'm seeing 2-bedroom, 2-bath, gated community though, not that big of, but they want starting at $2,300 a month.
Yes.
And the difference between us and California and New York, the income is not conducive to be able to pay that kind of rent. So what I'm seeing is family members putting 2 sisters, the mama and the cousin, all being in one place to try to pay the rent. And you know, that shouldn't be. I think if you're going to do that, if you're going to, you know, have multiple families living in, at least buy. Do not make the people that own the condos or whatever rich with paying all this rent. You're just making them rich. You're just building his portfolio. So why not start to build your own?
That's so real. Why not start building your own? We talking about renting. We ain't talking about buying.
Right.
Because if you were buying and paying $2,100 and $2,200, do you think it'd be at that price?
Well,
for a 2-bedroom.
Right.
I don't think a 2-bedroom would be there.
No, and that's including tax and everything. Unless you're trying to go to Cherry Creek and some of the other areas. Mm-hmm. But I'm seeing 2-bedroom condos. By the time you pay your down payment, and you know you, some cases get assistance from a lender. $1,600, $1,400, $1,500, less than rent.
Yes.
The bottom line, less than rent to buy. That's what we're at right now. Because what is happening is these investors have went in and purchased all this stuff and said, well, hey, and I mean, we're on I think this is a Christian radio broadcasting.
Yes, it is.
But I want to say that when they made marijuana legal, you know, that's when the investors, they already, hey, well, let's buy up everything. And, you know, people are going to start to come here. I think they were talking approximately 75,000 people were coming to Colorado within 6 months' time. Those people had to have somewhere to live. Mm-hmm. So the people that own the property are like, well, let's just charge them an arm and 2 legs to rent. So that's where we are right now. So that's what made it difficult for the people that were paying the $600 and the $800 rent. Those days are gone. Those